Good evening, everyone. Welcome in. It's Thursday, January 2nd, 2025. So happy New Year, everyone. This is Michael Tharp, EDU. It starts with you. Very, very important live stream tonight, guys. We're going to talk about where we are at right now in the cryptocurrency cycle and how the next 4 months can change your life if you pay attention and you get educated. This is a very time-sensitive video. I'm also going to discuss with you guys what coins you might want to look at to purchase in the next few months, because that's the question I get asked the most. What should I buy? But the problem is that's not a generic question, right? It depends on how much money does the person have, how experienced are they in crypto, do they understand exchanges, how much time are they going to put into this? Do they want to keep it really simple? Or do they want to try to go for some maximum gains? So if you guys are watching tonight, drop some comments. I'll stay on and answer any questions you guys have when it comes to cryptocurrency. We can look at some charts. If you're wondering, should I buy this token now or wait? We can do that as well. But where we're at and understanding the big picture of crypto is so important. When I first got in, I had no idea what was going on. It was in 2016. It was all hype. Everyone was saying we're going to the moon. Crypto's never going to go down. And after being here for about 8 years now, I think I have a pretty good concept of what happens and how things go down. So I want to try to teach you guys tonight as much as I can. Bitcoin runs on 4-year cycles. This is because of something called the halving, where the supply of Bitcoin gets cut in half. Not the price of Bitcoin, the amount being produced each day. So far, Bitcoin has had 3 what we call bull cycles. Bull just meaning it's going up, okay, exponentially. And there's these things called banana zones where it looks like a banana and the price goes bananas. So you can see in the first one in 2011, 2012, we kind of have this boring zone right here, and then we take off. 2016, okay, this is right around where I got into crypto, all right, and then banana zone. I remember that November, it was crazy. 2020, okay, this is right when the pandemic started. Boom, Bitcoin takes off and the whole market. So here we are now, guys, in January. We've already had a little mini bull run last spring, but we are kind of in the boring zone right now, getting ready to go into the banana zone. So that's why it is so important in the next 4 months to make sure you guys are paying attention, staying on top of this, because millions will be made by people, actually probably billions. So this is called the Bitcoin rainbow chart, and it's a really good way to pull out and look at the big picture when it comes to cryptocurrency. And basically, you can see where they have the halvings here. Basically, if it's in purple and blue, you want to be buying, okay? All along here, I was telling people, just buy some crypto, okay? And get ready for this price up. So we are still just in the buy and accumulate phase, okay? So when it gets to the orange is when you want to think about maybe exiting a position, selling, and there's actually other things I teach my students that we can do to make money even when the price goes down. So that's why education is so important, because most people are here and they're just waiting for the price to go up. There's obviously ways you can make money when the price goes down. And really what I focus on is something called decentralized finance, also known as DeFi, because that allows you to do so many cool things you can't just do by buying and holding. So obviously you guys can see, if you want to get involved in my crypto school, it is defischool.com if you guys want to check it out. So here's another, just a chart to show you guys where we're at and where we're going to be going. So you can see here, these are the 4 cycles that Bitcoin has gone through. This right here, the orange line, is basically the top. Okay, it'll kind of break through the top. It's called a breakout. But we still have a long ways to go before that happens. Now, again, 2021 and 2017 were the last bull cycles, okay? And in those last two cycles, January was by far a huge month, okay? In 2021, we went up 78%. In 2017, 31. You can see February is a little bit lower. March is really good, and April's really good. You can see March in 2017 was really good. I remember that. So I'm just letting you guys know all of this because it is so important to pay attention the next 4 months. Even if you're new, even if you've been around, this is the time where you can make massive amounts of money, sometimes in a day. So that's why I'm saying, and just coming on the slide to let you guys know what is about going to happen. Now, here's the big question people always ask me. What token should I buy? Now, here's what you guys have to understand. I love Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will be around for a long time. But the time to buy Bitcoin was 2 years ago when it was 17,000. And I taught my team how to buy crypto, how to buy Bitcoin every day when it was $17,000. So since we were buying there, we've already had what's called a 5x, meaning the price went up 500%. So it was around 17,000. We've hit 100,000, right? 20 times 5 is 100. So we've already kind of gotten a 5x or a 500% return on our Bitcoin. Now, obviously, we don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. Most people think about 150. Some people think 250. Some people think 500,000. And I mean, on this bull cycle, my guess is conservatively, we'll probably hit 150,000. So if you just go out and buy Bitcoin, you're only going to get about a 50% gain, which I know for stock people in regular traditional markets, that's good. But in crypto, especially in a bull cycle, 50% is garbage, okay? Like we make that in our sleep. And it's the same thing for Ethereum. Ethereum will probably go to around 10,000. So that's a 3x. I'm not going to talk about XRP because who knows what it's going to do. You never know what XRP is going to do, okay? Solana could go to 1,000, okay? That's a 5x. Who knows what Doge is going to do? And so that's, as you look at these top coins, that's probably the case. Now, as we move further down, okay, and I say all this to show you guys this, because this to me is the most important picture you guys understand. What we were looking at there are called large cap, meaning they have a large market cap, like the coins that have the most money in them, okay? They have the lowest risk, okay? But they also have the lowest returns. So if you just want to get a 2x, like if you just want to double your money, you can probably buy Ethereum. Ethereum will probably double, and then you can pull your money out and double your money up, which sounds great, right? By the way, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So I'm just trying to educate you guys on what I've learned in these markets. Now, I'm not saying to not own any large, what I would call large caps, because you want to make sure you make something. So what I'm focusing on my, what I would say my large caps, okay? The first one, that I would look at would be Avalanche, okay? Very good chain, good acceptable use. I think it's going to be around for a while, but it's still relatively low. So we look at Avalanche. Right now it's about $40. So let's see where Avalanche has been. So at a price of 130. So it will probably go well, okay? Which if we're at 40, that means we got about a 3x until it hits its all-time high. So I could see you getting, a 5, maybe a 10x out of Avalanche. Chainlink is a very safe coin, okay? Very good adoption. That would be another one I'd look at. I'm a huge proponent of Sui. I think for me, Sui is one of the biggest market caps with the most upside. I could see Sui going to $20. Now, Sui's already done, I don't know. I was telling people to buy it at 60 cents. So Sui's probably already done a 5 to 8x. But again, getting to 20, that's about a 5, 6x. Some people are even saying maybe even $30 for Sui. So Sui could do a 10x. Okay, I don't think that's crazy, not guaranteeing it. Okay, but Sui could do a 10x from here to get around 30. Huge fan of H-bar. Okay, I think H-bar can get to $1.50, which would be about roughly a 6x. It could go higher, so like a 6 to 10x for H-bar. Again, a solid play that's a large cap that has upside. Also big into near. Okay, I think near could get over $100. Okay, that would be a 20x. So I think near is probably one of the highest market caps where you could get a 20x. They're an AI play. They're a layer one, really good tech, really good visionaries leading them. So that is one of the tokens I'm focused on accumulating and profiting from this bull run. I like Aptos. I think that has a bright future, similar to Sui. Now, Virtuals. Okay, Virtuals is a wild card. Okay, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later with AI narratives. Okay, the biggest narrative in AI right now is AI, virtual assistants. Let's just go 3 months. There we go. Okay. So I started talking about virtuals right around here. Okay, about $1.30, $1.40. Okay. So I was making videos about this, telling my team, like, guys, we need to get into virtuals. So we've basically already done like a 2 to 3x on virtuals. Now, virtuals is new. This whole agent AI narrative is new. And I was listening today to some people say they think it might be the DeFi narrative of last year. So all of these virtual AI assistants, we don't know what could happen. The price for this, it could go another 4 or 5x. It could go 10x. Nobody knows. Okay. Now, the best time to get into this would have obviously been back here. Okay. This was just in November, guys. That's why I'm saying like 4 months can change your life. Right. And, if I would have been plugged in, I mean, even think about just in October, right? Rather than going out trick-or-treating, Halloween, what if on October 30th, you were like, you know what? I'm going to research virtuals and get in at 35 cents, okay? And it's hit $5 right now. So the sky's the limit with this stuff. We'll talk about it a little bit more towards the end. So what I would say, at least this is the way I think, right? Your large cap are your top 100 coins, okay? The further you go down, the more risk, but more reward. I like Atom. This is a new AI coin that probably has a lot of potential. I still like Theta. I like Celestia. I like Immutable X. This is a gaming play. Phantom and Injective are pretty good. The Graph I like. Ondo is a real world asset. That's another one that I buy. Say has a lot of promise as well. Still a fan of Gala, but I wouldn't necessarily buy them. Now, you guys probably know I'm a huge Beam fan. Okay, Beam nodes I think are going to be huge. I really pushed those the last few weeks. I think Beam, if somebody comes to me and they just say, Mike, I don't know anything about crypto. Give me one token I could buy and just hold and wait for it to go up and sell. Okay, for me, that's Beam. Beam has a great team, huge treasury. They're getting their own AI play, their own layer one. This is in the video game industry. So for me, if you're going to stay in the top 100 and you want to have, low risk and high return, but still be in the top 100, I would go with Beam. That's just what I would do myself. Also like Pith. I also think Brett. I don't do many meme coins, but I think Brett is a really good meme coin. So that's our top 100. So we are basically out of our large cap, high return. Now we're in the mid. Okay. So I say mid is probably anywhere. You could kind of say from 100 to like 500 or so. Okay. To me, this is the sweet spot. Okay. You're looking. I look for stuff between 200 and 500 market cap, or in the market caps. Okay. If you can find something in there, now we can start talking about getting a 20x or a 30x. So let's look at some of those tokens. And it's better if you can find this early. Okay. A lot of these have been around a while. Okay. But I like Arweave a lot. That one, a 5x, is probably going to happen, maybe a 10x. Aerodrome, I think, could be huge. That is on Base. That's kind of like the Uniswap of the Base chain. The other ones, you're really looking for new stuff. I like Pendle. I like Grass. I like Akash. But I don't feel as if those are going to give as good returns. I mean, there's just so much stuff out here. I understand why new people are, confused. So it's a lot to go through. So, I spend hours. I just heard about this one. You might want to check this one out. Okay. I have not bought it yet, but I am researching it. I think this is an AI play, but Morpho, I've heard, is really good. Oh, no, Morpho is lending. It's institutional lending. It was a little too high for me. It's a $530 billion market cap. To me, I've kind of already missed these. Like, yeah, they'll go up. I want to get in under 100 million is my goal. Now, Checks is a really good token. Okay. This is a real world asset play. I have not bought it, but I want to. I just, there's only so many coins you can buy. But that one's really good. This is another AI play. I have not bought this, but it big fan of Theta Fuel. So you can see here, to me, this is kind of a no man's land from like in the 200 and 300 million market cap. I think this is a great project. I have 3 of their nodes, Aether. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're huge. To me, they're a very safe play. I just don't know if they're going to get the hype, but almost everyone uses them. They do cloud computing and AI rendering and stuff like that. Osmosis is a good coin. I just don't know if the Cosmo is going to take off. I have some Dimension. I really like Deep Book. This is a play on Sui that could have a huge upside. To me, that could do an easy 10x. Now this is where we kind of get into where I like. We'll go a little bit lower. To me, this is kind of like no man's land. I do like 0x0. I have a little bag of this. I think that has good upside. I know some people like Fuel. I haven't gotten into that. I'm a big fan of Flux. Okay. I have not checked in on them in a while, but I do have a bag of this. I think this does have a lot of promise, really good tech, really good support. I am looking at Supra. This could be huge. The only thing that scares me is their circulating supply. Only like 6% of it's out. So they have a ton of locks coming, a ton of new coins on the market, but definitely do some research. I will buy a bag. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I am a big fan of DAG. I think DAG is severely underrated. Okay, DAG has a contract with the U.S. Air Force. They are an ISO token. I think they are very, very underpriced. This token's already hit 50 cents. Okay, so Last bull market at some point during the market. So see, now we're getting to under 200 million market cap. Okay. Love based AI. All right. So now I would say we are getting into the small cap, high risk. Okay. Small cap, high risk. So this is your swing for the fences. Okay. I wouldn't put, tons of money into these, but if you want to put a little bit in, I mean, that's kind of what I do. Based AI, great project. Ooh, it went up. It's gone up 33% this week. Good buy right now too. I really like that one. Cetus is a great play. That is on the #1 DeFi portfolio on Sui. Love Cetus. It just blows my mind how many meme coins there are. It's crazy. Pinlink, I went around to it, look into them. Very, very good RWA play. This would be another one. Even though I haven't bought it yet, I would tell you to look at this if you're looking for something to swing for the fences. It's only at 182 million market cap. I think this thing could easily go to 5 billion, which would be a big play. Now, here's the problem is once we get down to these levels, okay, these coins, most of them are not going to be on major exchanges. All right. How did we miss that one? So, for example, let's see, what is that called? Let me go to my favorites here. Oh, here, we'll do this one. All right, so this is another one I would say would be in the bottom. This to me is a great okay. It has been as high as 70 cents before, and it's sitting at 23 cents right now. But for example, if you go to buy Corium, you can see that there's no Coinbase, there's no Binance, there's no Kraken, right? So, most of these you cannot get on as an American citizen, or it's very difficult. Okay, this is where I get mine because it's a DeFi play. So this is the thing that most people don't understand is to get into these tokens early, you have to understand how to use decentralized finance. That's where you're using your own wallet in your own possession. You're not going on an exchange because the tokens that are on exchanges have already gone up, 50x. Okay. So these, this is what you're buying on Coinbase in crypto.com. You're buying the large caps and some mid caps, some big, larger mid caps. If you want the lower mid caps and the small ones, you have to learn how to move on the blockchain. Okay. Because when tokens come out, they don't have exchange listings. They just go on a decentralized exchange like Uniswap, like Cetus, it depends on what chain there are. So then you have to know, how to use Solana DeFi and Sui DeFi and Ethereum DeFi. So that's kind of what, our team focuses on is finding coins here in the small, the higher risk, but higher returns. Because if you can get to things early before everyone else, that's when it's a lot easier to get those big gains. So if you're just looking at the top, you're going to be very limited as to how much you can make. So again, guys, I go over all of this in my DeFi school. You can get a 7-day free trial. And actually, forgot to mention, I'm giving away 2 $5,000 trading accounts. I partnered with a company where when we pass certain trading kind of contests, you could say, right, then you are able to get a free $5,000 trading account. You keep 80% of the profit. So I'm going to be giving away 2 of those in the next week to people who have joined the school. I'll do a drawing live, and then 2 people will earn that. So we do one-on-one Zooms. Okay, so if you're like, I don't know where to get started, I need some more guidance and support, I got you. We do weekly team Zooms where I'll kind of go over the market, what I'm looking at. You guys can ask questions. And then we also have a Telegram group where every time I buy something, every time I sell something, I put it in that group to help you guys out. And the last thing I wanted to focus on today was this AI agent narrative, okay? So if you guys remember, this AI 16Z is one of the bigger AI agents. So this website, setnet.market, tracks all of the AI agents, okay? So you can see here, AI 16Z and virtuals, top 2, over 2 billion. Never in my life did I think I would be making money off something called Fartcoin. Here we are, all right? So these are the AI agents, and as you can see, actually this is one of my favorites, okay, is Griffane. I think this is, if I was going to be going heavy into some AI agents that are more up there right now, it would be Griffane. $400 million market cap. So if it just gets to where AI 16 is, what is that, 8x or so? But you guys can just see here how many of these there are. And these are essentially like artificial intelligent, conscious human beings that are doing things. But now you can see here, a lot of these are under 10 million. So that's where I'm focused right now, is finding AI agents under 10 million. If I can find an AI agent under 10 million and it goes to 100 million, that's a 10x, okay? Which we know can happen, right? Let's see how many of them have hit 100. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so 18 of them have hit 100 million. All right. So if I can find an AI agent under 10 million, it hits 100 million, that's a 10x. If I can find one under 10 million that hits $1 billion, what is that? Is that 100x? I think it's 100x. Yeah, I think it is 100x. Okay. So that's what we're focused on. That's what we're trying to do. No guarantees, but that's kind of, if you want to make stupid money, that's probably your best bet right now. Okay, the AI agent narrative is huge. Fade at your own risk. But like I said, I think virtuals, I don't know how much upside it has left, but to me, that's a safe one to get into. And I also like Griffane. And there's new ones coming out all the time. I just put a video on my YouTube about one that I think is going to be huge. You guys will want to watch the video on that so you can kind of figure out how to buy it. But the Shogun, I think, is going to be huge. I'm betting on that one. That is a majority of what I wanted to, drop some knowledge on you guys tonight. If anyone has any tokens they want me to look at, I'd be happy to do that or answer any questions. I'm not going to deal with like meme coins that I've never heard of. It's got to be like something I've heard of. But most of these things I've never heard of. Yeah, we already looked at that one. And so you guys have to understand, like 90+% of these coins won't be here in 2. So this is under a 10 million market cap. Looks like it's been going down for over a year, or it's new. And so this is how I'm just going to break this down for you guys, okay? If I looked at this token, here's what I would say. All right, has 1 billion tokens, circulating supply of 625. There's almost no trading volume. It's on Solana. It's probably just, it's got it on Kraken, which is crazy. Yeah, there's like no $17,000 of volume on Kraken. And let's see, what does it do? Yeah, so like anything with social media, music, apps is very hard to get going in crypto. So you always want to look for adoption. Why is this going to work? Who's going to use it? People are set in their ways, right? People go to Facebook, they go to TikTok, they go to YouTube, sort of try to change what people are doing is very difficult, right? This week, what are the top 2 coins? AI agent coins. AI 16Z up 172, Virtual's up 49. This is just an exchange. Then we have 2 ISO tokens, Stellar and Algo, a meme coin. Mantle's something with Ethereum layer 2. Theta I like. XRP up 12%. So not any too big of moves this week, at least in the top 100. Now, one of the ones, I won't go into that. Let me hide this. All right, so that's it, guys. Hopefully now you guys kind of understand why these next 4 months are so important, how you need to make sure you have a plan, a strategy, a support system, because you really need that. Because if you're trying to make decisions just on yourself, the fear and the greed are going to rule you, right? If you don't have people to bounce ideas off of, somebody who's been here before, you're probably going to sell too early or you're going to hold on too long. So, you can go out and learn through the hard knocks of life and watch 5 hours of YouTube a day. But I'm already doing that. So would love to help you guys as much as possible. DeFiSchool.com if you guys want to get in there. We're having a blast, getting lots of wins, already getting a lot of big gains, and the best is yet to come. So I'm excited for it. Again, guys, Happy New Year, and stay safe. Think big. I think 2025 is going to be an awesome year. And the way the crypto market is setting up for the next 4 to 12 months is going to be absolutely legendary. So take advantage of it. And we'll see you guys in the next live.